Hello everyone, how's it going? Dr. Incompetent here, and let's play some RuneScape, shall we? Alex, Nickman. Good evening everybody. You know it, Nickman. We were continuing One Small Favor, and I have a feeling that breaking it up with a week between will lessen the sting of the immense ever-chaining string of favors. Alright, so while we let people trickle in, I'm going to be just finishing up some work here. Uh-oh. I don't think I only have a few flies for you guys to eat. We might have some problems here. Okay, actually that's fine. So, you can see I'm getting ever closer to 99 farming. It's going to happen one of these days. Alright, and let's see here. Let's just... Oh boy, these frogs have starved to death. I gotta buy flies for them. This is embarrassing. I'm not gonna be a good farmer if I can't provide for these poor frogs. Alright. Let's see if any of them have survived. Not really. We gotta nurse them back to health with a bunch of flies. So I'm gonna need to buy flies to get these frogs jumping. That's right, Nickman. It's just a little favor. No big deal. Who can't do a small favor? Alright, I'm gonna give these guys some beef. And let's check on these animals here. We got an egg. We got an elder. We have another egg. And we have an elder. And that's it. Okay. Now, the real trick is going to be seeing if I can find all the quest items, because I accidentally switched to a preset in my bank, my farming preset, and just sent it all into oblivion, so that's going to be a spicy meatball, potentially. Let's see, we've got Peter, Olivia. Now, this Peter is... lucky. Let me check my other mail. And this Peter is handsome. I have 3 Peters in here. We need to do better with the naming of my Jadinkos. Alright, so I got a producer. What do you guys like better? Do you like lucky? Do you like handsome? And he's camouflaged. Or do you like an igneous producer? Or a shadow lucky? I hope so, Nickman. That's what I'm praying for. We need those bad boys. I don't even know if it matters with my Jadinkos. I mean, some vines are more desirable than others to get, I'm sure, but... handsome seems good. You know? Real good looking. No, I'm just going to leave. I like the mix. Alright. Remove. And remove. Okay. Good enough. Alright, let's go talk to Papa Mambo about what we got over here. We got some Jadinkos, buddy. Oh, we even have a frog. We're going to be rolling in beans after this one. Here you go, buddy. I got these frogs for you. You're going to love them. And here's my Jadinkos. Okay. Okay, Nickman, thank you. That's kind of what I thought, or what I was hoping for. And that's a good... Oh, no, not there. Over here. That granny needs to calm down. Alright, I'm going to go with preset 1. And then I'm going to go back in here and just look at my infinite tab and go to the bottom, as Nickman suggests, and here they are. Yep. Here's my, all I really had was these, like, Paramaya tickets, which I don't know if you even need these things. And some reward tokens and a prayer token. What are these things? I don't even know. Okay. Prayer potion. Okay. So let's check at the list. So, hey, Killer Commando, good evening. We need to get trash from Arhine in Catherby. So let's do that. Did I have an axe? Oh yeah, well it was getting sharpened. The tickets are useless? Okay then. Raider axe? Was that what it was? I don't know. Sure. Maybe that's it. Alright then. Killer Commando, that's a great question. I really don't know what my favorite quest is so far. But I have a few that I really enjoyed. Okay, he took it but didn't sharpen. Thank you. It's a good question to ask everyone out there what your favorite quest is. Right now, I'd have to really look at a list, but always what comes to mind for me in terms of my favorite quest for RuneScape is One Piercing Note. I really enjoyed the quest from top to bottom, but there's other ones I enjoyed as well. I just have to think about it. Rune Memories is a good one too, and it has like it's a long one, right? There's like Rune Mysteries, Rune Memories, like there's a sequence of them, so those are really good. What was the one where you go back in time? Hey, Rock Bottom. What's up, my friend? Good evening. Recipe for Disaster? Oh, I'm still working on that one, I think. Is that the one where everybody gets frozen in the kitchen by that evil witch? And, like, I'm still trying to save everybody? Yes, that one, Tabby, where you go back in time and you see the portal with Guthix. I like that one a lot. Meeting History, that was cool too, story-wise. I also, I mean, I don't know if I could pick just one of them, but the desert quests generally are fantastic. I really like a lot of what the desert quests have to offer. The one where you had to, like, bring that mummy back to life was pretty good. Alright, let's see. That's amazing, Nick, man. Okay. So one small favor is nobody's favorite. Is that what I'm gathering from this? Let's go to Catherby, everybody. Hey, Flaffers. Good evening, my friend. Good to see you. Catherby. They love their fish. By the way, Killer, Tabby, Rock Bottom, good evening. One small favor is funny. It's like an award tour across the entire world of Gielinor. The dialogue is good. I'll give you that. Alright, so I need to find trash from Arhine. Okay. And let's see here. Here he is. Now look at those fish hanging up. I don't think those flowers are going to offset the smell of those big fish. Would you like to trade? I've a variety of wares for sale, as well as a supply of pineapples and seaweed. This is our pineapple guy, huh? I need to talk trash to you. Oh, yes, well, it won't be the first time, but just so I'm sure, can you explain what you mean? Yes, of course. There's a gnome on White Wolf Mountain who needs some trash for his glider. Do you have some? Well, I've done a lot of research into triple redundant arrow super hawsers, and it seems to have paid off, but answer me this one question. Why are you asking me about this rather than the gnome? Well, I'm sort of doing him a favor. Really? Is that so? Well, I do have some triple redundant arrow super hawser, and I'll let you have some if you do me just one small favor. Oh, dear God. For a second, like, he wasn't asking for a favor, and so I was like, well, wait a minute. Wait a minute. How totally unpredictable. No, this really is a quick thing and shouldn't take you longer than a few minutes. Yeah, I've heard that before. Go on. Tell me anyway. I'm funding a rather expensive trade to run Brimhaven soon. Let me start over. He's funding a rather expensive trade run to Brimhaven soon, and he wants to be sure that the weather isn't going to change and cause his ships any trouble. Fair enough. Sir Theodore, good evening. Episcocat, good evening. You know what, Killer Commando? Dragon Slayer was fantastic. I really liked... I mean, it was such a cool quest to do Dragon Slayer because you got to get a shield, you got to actually fight a dragon, use potions, like, it felt really epic. So that's a really good one, too. Episcocat, it was serendipitous that you were navigating and you found it. You know, Tabby, that's interesting. So if you do Recipe for Disaster first, yeah, the prerequisites are quite high, and you would have a nice, good character if you could do all of that. That's a great point. It's awesome, Sir Theodore. I think I've actually used it in instances after that. I can't remember if I used it when I was fighting the Queen Black Dragon or just, you know... Or the King Black Dragon, maybe. I can't remember. Anyway, let's see. The last thing I need is a load of goods going straight to the bottom of the ocean. Indeed. That makes sense, that makes sense. I just need you to pop along to Seer's Village and ask those philosophers of foresight for a weather report. I believe a new seer there called Fantuti can help you. No, I've had enough of this wild goose chase. Okay, I'll do it. That's great, many thanks. I can't wait. Seer's Village it is. Let's go. Eyeball time. Alright, let's see here. Alright, Fantuti, we're looking for you, buddy. There's a seer. Alright, let's see. There's a seer. Elemental Workshop, baby. I'm so familiar with it. There's a man. I love how, you know, because of the way I have the game, this is the bank, set up, if I mouse over things, it's usually like my left-click option is to just attack. And so I'm just like looking in a house and I mouse over and it's just like there's a man in there and it's like, would you like to attack the man? No, I'm just exploring here. I'm not trying to harm anyone. Alright. Okay. Alright. Fantuti, where you at? You in the inn? Alright. Woman, man, man, woman, woman, bartender, man, woman. Alright, Fantuti. I'm looking for you. I know, Sir Theodore. Exactly, Alex. It's my excuse. It works. I know. It's the last option. They're like, ah, sigh. You really just want to talk to this person? Yes. Oh, God. I've closed the door. Alright. Here he is. Fantooty. Stewie Farsight. His name is awesome. Alright, let me look at this guy. Looks good. Hello, what is this place? This is Seer's Village. We're an organization of mystically gifted people with the power of foresight. We see things that have yet come to pass. I know, Rock Bottom. It doesn't feel like we're heroes. It feels like we are, you know, about as gray as it gets. Can you give me a weather forecast? Somehow I knew you were going to ask me that. Strange, life is so predictable when you have the power of foresight. Great, so I can assume you've been really proactive and compiled an up-to-date one for me? Alas, my presumptuous friend, the power of foresight and the impulse to act is quite similar to the interplay between intelligence and wisdom. One might have intelligence enough to realize that cakes are bad for us, but we may not have the wisdom to stop cramming that delicious-looking fatty cream cake into our salivating mouth. Look, buddy, I don't need a lecture on my cream cake habit, okay? So in your case, you have the power of foresight, but you're too lazy to act on it? Yeah, that's right. Give it to him. Not exactly lazy, but unable. My attention has been focused on the fate of a local girl whose association with a certain wizard has landed her between a rock and a hard place. Oh, God. That's right, Sir Theodore. It was all accidental. It's just from left-clicking. I hope that, accidental left-clicking holds up in court. Alright, let's see. Who's the girl you're so concerned about? The girl's name is Petra. She's a very energetic youngster. Always wanted to travel and have adventures. When she turned 17, she set off to earn herself fame and fortune. It looks like she's ended up in a bit of a dead-end position. Where is she? It's quite difficult to pinpoint exactly where she is, but apparently she's in some sort of cavern structure. We sense that there are other beings around her, smelly creatures, and some sort of presence is watching over her. God, that could be any number of places. I mean, ogres come to mind immediately, but I hope she's not in the cave with the crab people, or whatever. Absolutely, Tabby. That's right. Just trying to save lives. Do you have any ideas where that might be? I mean, it's pretty vague, isn't it? Well, we believe it may be some sort of a nearby cave. It can't be very far away, as the impressions we get are quite strong. We believe the cave is a home for some sort of creature or creatures. That's great. What do you think needs to be done? Well, it would be nice to locate her if possible. Then we may be able to work out what to do, and we can see what sort of a state she's in. Hey, Dante, good evening, my friend. Good to see you. Oh, boy. Sir Theodore, just lambasting the local regions. What can I do to help? Do you think you could do me a small favor? Check around the vicinity. The impressions are coming from a southwesterly direction. Alright, dude. Don't go further east than you are already, no further south than Ardoin, and no further west than the combat training camp. So let me get this right. You want me to start poking my nose into a lot of caves where some creatures might be, risking my neck for some tomboy who thinks she's got what it takes to be a real adventurer. I mean, that's okay. I don't have a problem with that. Why is my guy, like, grinding his teeth? What's wrong with being a tomboy? What's wrong with adventuring? Well, I wouldn't have put it quite that way. No, I can't do it. Or ever. Okay, fine, I'll do it. Oh, sorry, Dante. This is RuneScape, my friend. This is RuneScape. Hey, Seamus, good evening, my friend. I haven't tried old school yet. Great, I knew you'd agree to help. Alright, so we're gonna go find... don't do that. Turn that off. Okay, so he said southwest. Alright, so let's just say I'm going to... Oops, not that. I'm gonna look at the map. And southwest, and he said don't go past... Don't go further south than Ardoin. Okay. And he said don't go further west than the combat training camp and look for a cave. Well, the only one I see is the Ardoin underground right here. This looks pretty good. So does this one. So, yeah, sure. Let's go over here. Whatever. We're fine. I've been in these caves before. Oh, okay. Crab, good evening. I know, Sir Theodore, it does feel really bad. Hey, Muffin, good evening, good to see you. RuneScape's the official game of Venezuela? Now, I did not know that, Dante. Alright, so we're going to go up here. That is a fun fact, Dante. Gosh. That's a lot of people playing RuneScape. Alright, here's a cave. Let's just check it out. There's a goblin right by it. I'm crawling in. Alright. This has bats in it. Let's see what we got. Skeleton, that doesn't look good. Halt intruder, say the goblins. Oh, look at all these little baby rats. That's kind of cool. Alright. Goblin, 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 goblin. Oh, you guys want to fight. Okay, sure. Can I go over here? Yeah, I sure can. Alright, let's look around. What's this little staircase over here? Go away, human. Alright, let me talk to this guy. Go away. Oh god, he didn't want to talk to me. Well, I could just... In this place, I can't kill them. Alright, let's think. Maybe this cave isn't the right place. I mean, I've checked all of these crates, and I can't remember if these are the crates where I found a child inside or not. It's the right cave? Thank you, great. Just not the right part of the cave. Okay, thank you so much. That saves me some time. I did pick the right cave. I mean, it seemed like it was the obvious one. Distro, good evening. Oh, here we go. Oh my god. That doesn't look okay. Look at the sculpture. The expression is incredibly lifelike. It looks like a very well-carved statue of a young girl. Oh my god. Search it. You search the lifelike sculpture and see what looks like a message sticking out of the girl's belt. It reads, "Problems report to Wizard Cromp, recently in residence in East Ardoin." Oh, I've talked to this guy. Is this the teleport guy? I know this guy. Yes, between a rock and a hard place. You're absolutely right, Nick, man. God, that's a way of putting it. Yeah, the music's hilarious, Killer Commando. Alright. If I recall correctly, the wizard lives right over here. Yep, here he is. Ah, I'm Cromperty. Cedrador has told me about you. Yes, yes, yes. I need to talk to you about a girl stuck in some rock. He says. What? I have no clue what you're talking about. Now, please excuse me. I need to get back to my experiments. Hey, not so fast. I've seen a young girl encased in rock. A note in her belt led me to you. Hey, Fading, good evening. That's right. Oh my gosh, Sir Theodore, you're right. Amy, good evening. Yeah, Amy, it's not one small favor, Amy. It's many, many favors. So many favors. Oh dear, it's such a bother getting them back out of the rock walls, and I do loathe the trip to Port Khazard for the components. What the demon... What the demonican are you talking about? Well, it's not the first time someone's been teleported into a rock face. Just the slightest miscalculation and bang, they're in the wall. It's fairly straightforward to cast a spell and fish them out again, but it requires a spell component from a chap in Port Khazard. I don't suppose you could do me a small favor, could you? Just one small favor? Sure, buddy. Pop along to Port Khazard and get some iron oxide. It's a component of the spell. Oh, okay. One more small favor isn't going to kill me. I hope. Way, great. I never suspect you'd be so helpful. I'm the most helpful. You need to talk to a chap called Tyndall Marchant in Port Khazard. He's sort of like an antiques dealer. Well, then off you go. A journey of 1,000 miles starts with the first step and all that. What, are you saying I have to travel 1,000 miles? Oh, no, you silly. Just, you know, the sooner you start, the sooner you get back. That's all I'm saying. Yes, Alex, the quest is called One Small Favor, and I keep going to do a favor, and then the next person just gives me another favor to do the favor, and it just keeps going infinitely. Now, I am wondering internally if I say no, if that's what you're supposed to do to end the quest, but I'm at this point, I'm going to talk to every person in Gielinor and do them a favor until there's no one left to talk to. So this might take me a while. I know, without teleports, I can't even get my head around it. Alright, so, Port Khazard is down here, by the Tower of Life area, so I guess I can use... I don't think I have my book on me. Oh, can't I teleport to the monastery in some way? It is funny, isn't it, Fading? It just keeps on going. No, I don't have my, my awesome gift. So I have to kind of hoof this one a little bit. No problem. Oh, that's right. That's how you do the spellbook with the green K. Thank you. I knew I had a way to do it. I just kind of forgot. Yeah, now we're in. It will be Fading. That's what I'm hoping for. That there's some kind of way that they all, like, dovetail and complete. But we'll see about that. I'm lucky because I'm doing the quest far after it was released, so it's much easier for me to get around. And I have a lot of really good items to teleport me and things like that. So let's see.